Lots of different things. We've got guitars. There's one called Country Time. That's a clever little sound because with the new effects and things that they've built into the organ, they've duplicated on this one a thing of yesteryear which was really popular. A lot of country guitarists and pop guitarists used it, and vocalists used it as well. It was a thing called a copycat, and it was a sort of primitive sort of device that worked like an echo unit, and it actually was a little tape recorder with a very short loop of tape that used to just go round and round. So you played something, it recorded it, and it played it back a fraction of a second later. They've duplicated that effect here in the Country Time. It's really super. Good. Let's go to the next section. It's called Reality Orchestra. All have really been good on strings all along, and this is no exception. They've really improved them. Much easier to play, very, very clear. The first 8 are lovely romantic strings, the sort of soft, swirly, whirly sort of string sounds that we all love. I'm just going to run through some of them and use some of the different presets, and you'll hear just how well they blend together. Aren't they lovely? Now the B bank of the strings, they're set to be like a classical orchestra. So we've got solo instruments like oboes, orchestral horns, classical violins, full orchestras, things of that nature. And again, they'll blend in just as you're playing your music. Let's start off with an oboe solo. Really big classical orchestral sounds. The next section in is called the reality band. That's this button here, and that's got mainly big band and different types of bands on it. Of course, with lots of new instruments, they've become especially real. Now, normally when you change these registrations, the rhythms change to different types of rhythm. You can see if I go to a different registration, the lights change on the rhythm section. Sometimes it's nice to sit and play and just have the right hand change without all the accompaniments and backing changing. And that's where this red button on the end, the lock button, comes into play. It's a very useful button because it means that when I switch that on, I can use these just to change the right hand, but keep the left hand and the accompaniment and the drums and everything else the same. So it's a really useful thing. So let's try a little bit of big band. We'll select one of the Miller reeds, switch on the lock button, and then we'll run along some of the big bands, see how it goes.